All right, guys, come on. Come on. Do you really be thinking I'm actually going to buy a Trump token? I don't even know if that's the appropriate terminology here. I'm a josher. I'm just joshing with you. I think I'm more of an advocate of not spending money on any cryptocurrency for that matter. So yeah, don't do that. I don't even think I have enough money. I don't even know what's the evaluation of the Trump stock right now. Let's see, Trump token, Trump meme coin price. Oh, that's not too bad. It's steeply falling. Steeply falling. Oh my God. You guys, Trump's not doing so well. Trump's not doing so well. It looks like we're in a pickle. We're down 11% in the day. How can we see? Yeah, 7 days. Here we go. All right. It's lost almost more than double its value. So that's good. That's good. Well, I appreciate you guys being here. I'm obviously wearing chains because of how wealthy I am. So please remember, you're in the presence of someone who has absolute wealth. 3 Bugattis outside as well. Just don't forget about that. I don't need one. I need 3 because who needs to drive one every day? You think AI will be able to analyze our DNA to optimize our training and diet in the future? I would assume so. I think AI right now could analyze your habits if you gave it enough access to your life to give you a very, very, very good training program and diet, to be honest. Like if you let it see your, like if you put a CGM on, continuous blood glucose monitor, and let it go crazy, I imagine there'd actually be a lot that AI could tell you about your health. Probably more than you'd imagine, to be honest. Like a disgusting amount of information. It is already pretty crazy. I was researching like how to make, I want to make my videos more clickable on YouTube. So I've been researching like how to do that. And obviously thumbnails are the easiest way to do that. There's an AI generator. Check this shit out. There's an AI generator that will make thumbnails for you. And I was playing around with it, trying to figure out basically like how it works. And it costs money. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to buy this thing and see what happens. It's okay, but it's I think for some niches it would work unrealistically well, like almost in a scary capacity. Like check this shit out. I was trying all sorts of random shit. You can do like face swaps to face swap it with someone. So let's say I wanted to do man with tattoos yelling at a skinny kid in front of a Bugatti with the title on the thumbnail, "It's over." Check this shit out. Watch. I bet this will produce some top tier shit. What's up? Welcome to the K-hole. AI toilets in the future? I hope so. That would actually be insane. I actually know a guy that can optimize my training and diet currently. Yeah, his name's Coach K. He does a decent job. I'll probably be overran by AI soon enough. You guys, my voice is a little bit lost. I've recorded like 3 YouTube videos. We're building out like a coursework basically for like diet training and stuff like this. We're basically going to build we have a community group. So we have the Discord. We're now building out like a training thing, like where we'll have automatic training programs and PDFs and then diets as well. So like we've been recording courses on like how to do diets and stuff. It's been a hell of a time recording all those, but it'll be worth it when it's done. So please forgive me for my voice. See, look, this is actually pretty good. This is like a pretty decent thumbnail, AI generated, you know. It ain't too bad. If we like were able to put Wes Watts in there somehow, it'd be a decent thumbnail. It's like that's like true to life, basically. It's very close to life. I don't know. I think we're catching up to the point of like critical mass where creativity is going to soon be dwindled. The graphic is crazy. It's pretty accurate. Rich, bald guy from prison with tattoos everywhere. He is wearing really big chains with diamonds, diamond encrusted links, and has a short beard. Let's see what happens. I'm actually keen to see what this one is. Yeah, thank you guys for being here, and hope you're having a wonderful January. We're just about over halfway through now. 1 month down in 2025, and it's been the meme. It has been the meme. 2025 has been legitimately one of the most hilarious years I've ever yet seen. It's pretty crazy. I'm super excited for what's to come, both in the capacity of watching it happen and existing during it's happening. I like chaos. I like a good bit of chaos. That's close. He's just much less tall and much less intimidating. I'll start with K for the brain hard to nasal. What's up, brother? Hey, man. Appreciate you being here. I don't know, man. I don't know. I tried it. Didn't work really well. I think it's too obvious, like, obviously, that it's AI. Even this one's, like, it's just too obvious. Corn. People are going to start using AI for corn. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Not the C kind of corn. Yeah, it's close. It's very scary. I mean, if you've been on 4chan, AI can do some really freaky shit, to be honest. It's actually pretty spectacular, actually. Like, it's pretty scary. Not in like a, oh my God, AI is going to take my job, but the degenerate people who will have access to AI, that's kind of what's more concerning, to be honest. There's a lot that is very concerning there. I didn't even see this one. What the fuck is this one? It's like a cartoon. Yeah, I tried a lot of different things. I have a really cool video coming out tomorrow. I'm super excited about it. It's on I don't know if you guys remember Lazy Town, but it's about Lazy Town and more specifically like Sporticus. I'm super excited for that one to come out. What's up, Brian? So there's a couple of videos today. I have like an assortment of different ones. I thought this one was just like a disgusting. It's like one of those family channels that has a stupid amount of followers and or subscribers, and they're just talking about how they're escaping the LA wildfires, even whilst they don't really need to escape the wildfires. It's crazy, and generally most people are just so, I don't know. We'll check it out. The other one is on Dragon Age Veilguard, just because of the disgrace that was and how horrible that turned out to be. And unfortunately, because I really enjoyed Dragon Age Inquisition, unfortunately, it didn't crack out to be anything good due to DEI. Thank God. Not. We're going to check out asking celebrities to work out in their homes. So we're going to check that out. I'm specifically curious on this one. And then, of course, we're going to start with supplement companies are going to sue me, not clickbait. I'm really keen to see what this one has to say. So we're going to crack right into this. I'm going to put my headphones on so I don't sound like an absolute douche canoe with a bunch of echoey noises and whatnot. And I appreciate you all being here, again, for the 3rd million time. I find this shit so fun. It's like my ideal time spent, honestly. It's like top 10 favorite things to do right now. So let's and let me know if I need to change up the volume too. Dragon Age is bad. Damn. Oh, dude, don't even play it. Sell it right now. It's literally they. Sorry, for anyone's political beliefs, but they fill it with DEI. Like, they everyone has pronouns. The main character Tosh, or one of the main characters Tosh, demands to be called by they them, not any kind of gender, which is just perplexing in a medieval game. The character creator gives you the ability to have top surgery or bottom surgery. It's ridiculous, man. Like, it's actually ridiculous. Like, subliminal messaging to youth 101. It's for real. It's some scary shit. as well as the gameplay is just a drag. It's so boring. It was so boring to even get through 2 hours of that. Meanwhile, I've been putting like 60 hours in PoE 2, and that's been like no issues at all. It's just deadly boring. Even if it didn't have the DEI in it, I would have had a hard time playing more than 10 hours. For sure. So let's check out The Supplement Companies Are Going to Sue Me, Not Clickbait by Ryan Humiston. I hope I pronounced that right. This guy makes really good videos, to be honest. It's really, 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 really good content. I actually admire him.
This is going to change the way you look at supplements forever. I would bet that your supplement collection looks exactly like mine. Pre-workout, stem, no stem, creatine, glutamine, and of course protein. A lot of protein. And up until recently, I would have said no matter the category of supplement, they're all fairly similar. They have small tweaks in their formulation, and the only real noticeable differentiator is taste. But then I fell down a rabbit hole of class action lawsuits, FDA requested recalls, and analytical testing, and realized to this day, this is still one of the most corrupt and unregulated industries there is. Come on,
true.
How bad?
I mean, this doesn't even take a scientist to look at. You can go to any FDA website to see that there's hardly any regulation, and the amount of recalls is perplexing. If we just look back in history, pro-hormones, y'all remember pro-hormones? I just talked to a guy that had, he was going into liver failure. He was on the list for a liver transplant, and he actually recovered from pro-hormones. And that shit was just up in supplements, man. They didn't give a fuck. That shit was just hanging out in supplements like it was nobody's business. That shit is crazy. Also, as a pro tip, I think, is his name Ryan? I want to make sure I get that right. Ryan, I think he could do some good with his eyebrows, man. If he got some eyebrow tattoos, attraction would go up probably another point. I'm just saying. As another man-to-man, that's the way I look at it.
How bad is it? Well, in 2024, last year, a company came out with a mushroom chocolate bar. And it contained lion's mane, reishi, CBD, very mundane ingredients, and they marketed it as a psychedelic microdosing of mushrooms. The problem is they also snuck in actual psilocin, which is a controlled...
Oh my God. Can you imagine you're trying to take a supplement to get jacked, and then suddenly you're just tripping balls? You're fucking out there in full psychosis mode. 0.5 ml of test too much a week. I have no idea what your concentration of testosterone is, but I would generally say no, that's just fine. I don't know if I have a body dysmorphia or it's just me hanging around with this shit people, but I was wondering if you can help me out and rate my physique and tell me if I'm on the right path. Yeah, bro, of course. Just send me if you can on Instagram your shiz, brother. I'll look at it and I'll pop it up here if we have time. For sure. Just send it to me on Insta.
One psychoactive substance, as well as a synthetic psilocin, and on top of that, sprinkled in a prescription anticonvulsant just for the hell of it. 73.
That's ridiculous. How does that end up in there? You just accidentally throw that in? Oops. Like these manufacturing plants they're not pharmaceutical companies. So how does this even end up in a product? That's crazy. Twice per week, 0.5 ml. No, that's still not too much, especially if it's like 250 milligrams per ml. You're generally fine.
73 hospitalizations and 3 deaths later, it's off the market. I just picture somebody's grandma getting a hold of one of these things and flipping out, microwaving the cat. The problem is anybody can play this game. The fact that Amazon now requires third-party testing doesn't really mean shit, because it's not hard to get a high-quality benchtop sample.
The thing with Amazon is if you go on there, they'll be selling the same product in 8 different sellers. And how do you know each of those sellers doesn't just completely entirely fraud the product that they're selling? So what they do, and it's really smart, what they do is they will take a product. Let's say someone registers their product with Amazon, and they go through the whole 9. They go through everything. They get it registered. It's inspected. It passes. They're good to go. They start selling it on Amazon. What happens is other people will sell their product and do it for a cheaper price. It's like Amazon almost sells their trademark, or I don't know if like how this works, right? I don't know how it works, but basically they get to sell the product for what Amazon makes from the product. They basically take that off of it. So it's like a couple bucks cheaper. But even worse, there was a guy who recently did this, and I should make a video on this video. But this company basically was taking his product, labeling everything, and then selling it, but at a cheaper price. And then he bought it to see what was going on. It is the same container. It's the exact same container, except the pills inside weren't his pills. They were completely different. In fact, it didn't have anything in the pills. He went to go test it. So it's like I don't know what they're doing. It seems like, generally speaking, when you get to like a billionaire level size company, there's always some sketchy shit going on.
Sample made. Submit that for testing, get the certificate, and use that same batch number on a lower quality product. That means that uncle of yours that used to make meth out of the bathtub can now repurpose it and use it to produce magnesium L-threonate. My goal with this video is obviously to call out any sneaky bullshit some of these companies are still pulling to this day. But even more important than that, I would like to come up with a strategy that helps me make better decisions in terms of what supplements are good and which ones are hot garbage. Because right now, I'm in the dark just like you. Who fucking knows? Let's start this off with the $22 billion global market of
how has no one made a trend coin yet?
protein fuckery. We all remember back in 2015, 2016, several companies got caught for spiking their protein. That's one of them. Either sprinkling in some free-form amino acids, or even worse than that, adding non-protein containing nitrogen compounds, i.e. creatine. Real dick moves. But nobody really does that stuff anymore, right? Actually, maybe. Here's a study from 2021 that looked at 20 different commercial protein powders, and all of them had lower than labeled amounts of protein, ranging from 47% all the way down to 7%. Some of my more hardcore and
that means a bro is using his whey protein, thinking that he's getting a 30-gram serving, enough to protein to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, which, by the way, 3 grams of leucine, 30 grams of protein is the baseline minimum requirements to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. That means a bro's getting his shit, thinking he's going to stimulate that fucking thing using the protein shake, and he's not even doing half of that. That's crazy. I mean, to have 6% is nuts, dude. Let's rug pull. Let's rug pull Trendcoin. How's your TikTok following? We're about 20K strong on there, so I mean, we could give it a go. See what those TikTok brain people are gonna do. Throw it up. We'd probably hit it big, at least a little bit. At least a little bit. I'm looking like Toji. Yeah, bro. I'm rich. The Bugattis are outside. They're outside. We're just in here chilling. I make money from watching videos on YouTube. We're locked in.
Analytical nerd friends might say, well, the method they used often underpredicts the amount of protein because it has a hard time with hydrolyzed and free-form amino acids. But if we pair that study with this 2024 study that also found lower than expected grams of protein per serving, that then used an HPLC to detect the typical types of protein found in whey, and those were also a hell of a lot less than they should be. If these proteins truly contained a standard whey, then the total should be anywhere from 3 to 4 milligrams per milliliter. The highest of all of these, why? Why would you do that? So either
it's, I hate to be the guy that says this, but this doesn't have to happen, right? Like, capitalism is really good at controlling mismanagement of well-being of their patrons, right? Like people, citizens. And the best way to handle this is to stop using supplements, stop buying protein powders, and just eat whole food. Problem solved. You can basically hit every nutrient that you ever need. There's a couple phytochemicals that you can take that have some exogenous benefits, but most of the nutrients you need are coming from a whole diet. And you don't need protein powders. You don't need all this bullshit. You just are spending so much money. If we really look at it, the cost per, let's say, 30 grams of protein from protein powder is pathetically awful compared to just buying a fucking chicken breast. Like, it is just such a silly concept to me, and I get the taste makes things taste good, right? I like putting whey protein in my Greek yogurt sometimes, but at the end of the day, I don't know when's the last time I have a bag of whey protein, and I haven't touched it. I haven't even opened it, so it's like I don't even know when I use that typically. I just think most people should be eating whole foods. It's too easy. There's so many good foods out there that are just whole proteins too. It's so good. Like steaks, we have mahi steaks. You have fucking, I love a good salmon, you guys. I love good salmon. It's just too easy. Yogurt, I could eat that every meal of the day. I've done it on this channel actually. I did a whole day of eating where I eat every meal was yogurt. Love it. I could do that shit on end. I love it so much. So I don't know. To me, it's like the problem would be solved if people just stopped buying this shit and never even made it an issue in the first place. Just completely remove all of the garbage supplements that don't matter. You'll be fine.
We're bringing back the good old days.
Should I swap out whey for? Yes. Look, here's the other thing, right? It's a good question. It's actually like, I don't know if you're trolling or not, but this is a good question. The reality is most bodybuilders, like people who are very, very analytical with their nutrition, are deficient in calcium. Like, are deficient in calcium. This is crazy. People will call themselves nutritionists and they're deficient in calcium. Eat more fucking yogurt. Drink more milk. Eat more protein. I love feta cheese. Put some feta cheese on shit. Why is everyone so afraid of cheese in bodybuilding? People need more calcium. It's just like, why are we going to go to fucking whey protein for our nutrients when we could eat all of these delicious and whole foods, and yet we're fucking going to, you know, some garbage chocolate whey protein. It's just like chalky bullshit. I don't know. I'm not against whey protein. I think it has its place. It's just not very far and few between. Should I just swap out? Yeah. You should put protein in yogurt. Yeah, it tastes good when you do that, but you don't need to. That's the nice thing. Like if it's Greek yogurt, it has plenty of protein. A 300-gram serving of Greek yogurt has plenty of protein. It has like, I think 30 or 35 grams of protein. I asked a big Indian bodybuilder what he eats. They don't eat meat. He said a lot of dairy and beans. Yeah. And that shit works. Those dudes are jacked. Some of the best bodybuilders in the world are in India right now. They just don't have money to come over here. Yeah. I think it's absolutely preposterous, man. It just does not make sense. I don't know. You'd save money, you'd get more nutrition, and you'd probably get food that tastes better at the end of the day. Thoughts on kefir and cottage cheese? I love it. Kefir is one of my favorite foods to include in people's diets. Honestly, I love including kefir. It's a great source of calcium. It has a great deal of probiotics, and it's super easy to digest. For people who struggle to digest dairies, who actually have stomach issues, kefir is like the one thing most people can tolerate. I think it's great. It tastes super thick and milky too. I love that. A nice cup in the morning is beautiful for the gut health and for general well-being. Yeah, I do it for just flavor. Yeah, and that's, I think, where you should define it as a product. It's just for flavor. I don't usually treat it as nutrients, to be fair. If someone's having whey protein in their diet, and maybe my clients are in here and they can attest, but I don't typically put it in a significant portion or, you know, a whole portion of the meal. Usually the meal's already accumulated about 30 grams of protein via whole proteins. The whey protein is just to add to the oats or to the yogurt or whatever it might be. Yeah, I'm done with the whey. I swear it's clogging me up. It probably is. It probably is. It's not like it actually does anything, but there's good enough data for me to say, hey, you know, these massive amounts, which they're in very high doses in whey protein, these massive amounts of artificial sweeteners probably aren't the best thing for the GI function. They're probably not the best thing. And especially when people are very underfed in pre and postbiotics, you might as well just get your food from real food.
Good old days of screwing people like it's 2015, or there is an egregious problem with the protein manufacturing process as a whole. And I know there's going to be a comment that says, yeah, that's why I only eat whole food.
Hey, he knows who he's talking to.
Cool. It's nothing more hardcore than an intra-workout chicken breast, but you still have to admit there'd be times when it'd be more optimal to have a protein powder that you could trust. And this brings up an important point that I haven't heard anybody talk about, because most people don't have the same Asperger's-fueled ADD that I do. And that's the fact that up to this point, we've just been talking about the quantity of protein.
I noticed this is interesting. I noticed I'm becoming more handsome and regaining my youthfulness after stopping competitive bodybuilding and blasting gear. Just a 500 test feels good, man. Hopefully it gets me better, even better. Yeah, bro, look at me. If you go back, dude, I don't know, 6 months on this channel and look at my face. People literally DM me all day trying to hit me up for shit because of how handsome I look. I don't think I look handsome. But compared to 6 months ago, I look like I'm 40 years fucking old, man. It's crazy. I haven't literally injected testosterone for probably 3 weeks now. And that's like TRT dose at that point, you know? So I agree with you. I think, you know, bodybuilding is just this oxidative mess that it does really, especially mostly for males, it damages your organs in specific tissue on the outside, your skin. and it results in severe photoaging. Severe photoaging. Rocco says you can add other cheap things for flavor too. Fruit, cinnamon, sweetener, honey. Yeah, and I absolutely agree. One of my favorite meals actually is Greek yogurt, berries like blueberries, honey, and oats. Best meal you could ever have in a bowl. Oh my God, that tastes so good. I could literally eat that on a daily basis, multiple times a day. Easy. I'm working on starting a supplement company right meow for many herb extracts, collagen, etc. I believe it'll be called Ours. I promise it'll be helpful and real. I hope so. I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you. I just think it's very hard to find legitimate manufacturers, because the reality of this whole situation that we're talking about right now is I doubt that it is the actual company owners that are at fault. I do. I think that it's more of the actual manufacturing plants that are producing these products and then putting them out into that, because there's only a few manufacturing plants, right? I think Mark Lobliner, who makes tons of protein, said there's about 4 plants that manufacture proteins. So if, you know, if 32 out of the 60 companies are all buying their protein from the same manufacturing plant, can they really do anything about it? Probably not, you know? You're very handsome, Kolton, but I have bad acne scars and I'm very ugly. Bodybuilding made me a monster. There's ways around that, man. There's ways around that. I don't want to make this whole video about like looks maxing and stuff, but you can apply like topical tretinoin, which will cause skin cells to turn over much quicker, resulting in a fresher layer of skin being atop. And then what you can do as well, as say like once, maybe twice a week with a very shallow needle, but a derma roller, is derma roll your forehead or wherever those scars are, allow it to heal. And then furthermore, you can get laser resurfacing treatment. Laser resurfacing treatment is shockingly good to eliminate photoaging of the skin and scarring. So highly suggest that. Do you believe just TRT ages you, or are you talking about blasting? I'm talking about blasting gear. I'm talking about like, you know, people using 500 milligrams plus of androgens. The guys that you see who are really youthful and do look very jacked, they're usually using something around 500 milligrams per week of total androgens. They're not using more than that. When you start getting into doses that are exceeding 1 gram or 800 milligrams, and then you're adding also other things like growth hormone, insulin, there is so much oxidative stress applied to the body that you just absolutely tear yourself apart. Absolutely just obliterate yourself. Obliterate yourself. I feel great on 175 milligrams a week. Yeah, me too. I think right around 150 to 250, somewhere in there is like the perfect dose for most people. Most people. Have you seen Sam Sulek's skin on his recent cut? It looks rough, yeah. Generally, it's going to look worse on a cut because you have less fat underneath your face to fill out the loose skin, right? Because you do produce a lot of wrinkles and edges and stuff when you're doing bodybuilding. And then when you're in an off season, your fat fills out that skin, so it pulls it tight. But when you lose the weight, the fat goes away, and then it kind of droops down again. And so it makes you look very much so older or aged. Yeah.
In these products, but not the quality. To do that, we have to get into a little bit of basic chemistry. Some of you may have heard of the Maillard reaction, and if not, just think of it as...
Has anyone here heard of the Maillard the Maillard reaction? Has anyone looked at the Maillard? Jesus. I just want to say lard reaction.
But as the...
No? I haven't.
Browning effect when you're cooking a steak. It's when simple...
Oh, okay. Well, I know what this is. And I know like the actual reaction in a chemical sense, but not the name for it. So that's, hey, we know now.
Sugars react with amino acids. The reason this is important to us is because the essential amino acid lysine has 2 amino groups, one of which being a more reactive epsilon amino group, and when that reacts with a simple sugar, it becomes unavailable. The reason we could care less about this when it comes to something like a steak is because steak is a muscle, and there's very little simple sugars in a muscle except for the small amount of glucose that's stored as glycogen, but in protein powders, there could be a very little or a shitload of lactose. The spray drying process that all protein goes through to go from a paste-like substance, like the delicious one I used to eat in art class, to a dry powder that hides the scooper is hot enough to induce the Maillard reaction. But they also found another thing that can induce that reaction is just sitting on the shelf for long periods of time. So that protein you've had for 4 years in your cabinet, probably not doing so great. The key thing I want you to take away is there is a significant correlation between the amount of carbohydrates in the protein powder and the amount of blocked lysine. Now, is blocked lysine the end of the world? No, but it does help us make better decisions going forward. For instance, I'll never buy a concentrate again, no matter how well they market it, and stick to isolates, hydrosylates, and caseins that have the...
So true. This is such a good point. Another thing that I always try to specify when I'm talking about building programs and diets, whey isolate or hydrolyzed whey protein or caseins or third-party batch-tested collagen proteins are the only way to go. Only way to go when it comes to your powdered proteins. These are the ones that you know are going to be generally good quality. Especially, I just have people more often than not use collagen proteins because I do think that that's another area in which oftentimes bodybuilders in general, enthusiasts of fitness can be very deficient in, and it's generally a very good idea to boost collagen synthesis. There are some solutions to that. Yeah, some solutions to the skin collagen with GH, antioxidant, taurine, vitamin C, E. Yeah, absolutely. These are really great options as well for reducing photoaging of the skin. I specifically like collagen in high doses of vitamin C. But I do think when it comes down to it, a lot of what people need is truly and unfortunately Botox, because the Botox just stops muscles from hypertrophying on the face, and that actually makes your face look way younger, and also laser skin resurfacing. I think it's just one of the best things you could do. And this is a guy talking from a perspective of someone that's very careful with what I do to my face. I think some take Accutane to beat, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think some take the Accutane to beat the acne that comes from the gear. Not sure though. You're absolutely right. Yeah, people take. I've talked about it before on this channel actually, where the protocol is like a high dose, like super dosing Accutane. Geez, so going up to like 120 milligrams a day for about 12, maybe 8 to 12 weeks until you get that genomic change, which is basically those pores actuating in their size and shrinking. Then you've kind of sustained a permanent change in your skin that will result in you having further reduced acne ever more again, which is very positive. But it's also risky because you're also jeopardizing your hepatic system and you're doing lots of other things. It's not just like free lunch, which really sucks. Just grow a mustache. That's all people will stare at. True. Very true. Yeah, Accutane can legit poison people. It can, especially if you're, like women need to be very careful. It's a very, like, you can have permanent issues too, right? So the permanent effects won't just be genomically in your pores and like sebaceous glands. It might actually be in your lips with like dry lip syndrome, which you can have permanently dry lips for the rest of your life. Imagine having to put chapstick on all your days for the rest of your life. Like, that's crazy. You also can have achy joints and joint issues and arthritis developed from Accutane long-term, permanently. So it's definitely a big issue with some people. I still recommend it. I think it's a life-changing thing for people, but the dose exposure needs to be very limited. I don't think you should be on it for a long time. And I know some doctors put people on it for years, and I'm just pull my hair out at that. I think generally a higher dose for a short duration is probably the way to go.
Have the least amount of carbohydrates. Give me 0. And some people might say, well, aren't those more processed? Isn't that bad? No, you dumb mother. Processing, refinement, and even the denaturing of protein isn't a bad thing. Technically, that's just the unfolding of the protein from its 3D structure, and it's still 100% bioavailable. The best analogy I can give you is, I'm sure you've seen those guys in remote African tribes that take their dick, wrap it around a stick, and stretch to the floor, and then wrap it around themselves like a belt. At the end of the day, it's still a dick, even though it functions as a belt. Yeah.
That was a good one. I wish I had a humor and I could laugh, but that was good.
It's never a bad idea to choose a supplement based upon whether or not they have a certification, whether it's a USP or the harder to get NSF. But the more analytical chemists I talk to, just because they met the standard to get the certification doesn't mean they uphold the standard. Yes, NSF certifications have annual check-ins to make sure the standards are still in place, but not to go full conspiracy theory.
One thing I mad respect for this dude is how many times he changes camera angles. He changes camera angles every 10 to 15 seconds. You know how long that's going to take him to put this together? And I get he probably has a camera on a tripod, but every time you do it, you got to make sure the lighting is right. On the camera, the settings are right. The focus is in focus. I mean, it's crazy, dude. The amount of times he probably has to shift, move around. It takes probably hours to make a 10-minute video.
Theorist on you. Even though these certifications appear to be a consumer-friendly business looking out for you and me, they get paid by the companies to put their logo on the bottle. So it makes sense to just keep letting them fuck up. And if you think that's crazy, go look up the companies that have lost their NSF certification. Don't worry, I'll wait, because you won't find any. So even though there's hundreds of products every year that get recalled because they suck, and it wasn't hard to find that one of those was also NSF certified, so it begs the question, what happened there, bud? Which brings us to our next category of deceit that I'm gonna call bullshit science. And I'm not even talking about anything like the O'Hearn duck eggs. It goes beyond that. I'm talking about when a company uses terms like clinically proven or science-backed to promote their product when the evidence for the ingredient at best is conflicting. The testosterone boosting market is full of this. Of the 109 supplements that have all been marketed as having the ability to increase your total testosterone, only 27 actually have evidence to show that they truly can. And of those 27, 15 also have evidence that shows they either have no effect or can decrease your testosterone. So that sucks. For example, even if we look at a supplement with good supporting evidence around it, like Tomcat Ali, when you look at the 5 most prominent studies and average out the total testosterone increase, it's only around 77 nanograms per deciliter. And if you're wondering why somebody who actually takes testosterone would care about this, it's because I see commercials with Doug Flutie, who said his life was falling apart before he took a supplement like this, and now he's happier than ever, and he's Eiffel Towering girls with Frank Thomas every night. It gives false hope to men with real hypogonadism. The worst abuser of bullshit science is a company that...
What's up, blue collar? Well, I never know which one it is, so I'm just going to call the name by the username because it could be 2 different people.
Constantly emails me trying to pay me to promote...
Imagine how long the editing takes for this video. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A video probably isn't just a one and done ordeal. It's probably like a week, multi-week ordeal. People don't realize that editing is the lengthiest process. Like a 10-minute video for me can take up to, like if I send it to an editor, it can take up to 2 days to get back. If I edit it, I'm really fast at editing, but it's not going to be nearly as good. And it'd still take like 3 or 4 hours to finish an edit like that. So according to this, I mean, or based on this, I just have no idea how he's like, I mean, it makes sense. He's like really, really doing well on YouTube and can afford stuff like that. But I certainly can't. It's crazy. According to Greg Doucette, he's the only one with Real Turk. Yeah, I made a whole video on that. I broke it down, talked about it all. Didn't get much exposure, unfortunately. But I went through everything. I went through all the evidence, just like this guy's doing. I went through everything and talked about that. And it is truly, truly an interesting bit. Unfortunately, it seems that testosterone as a whole is just not an effective supplement. And in fact, it has there's actually just a study released like a week ago that showed testosterone had no effects on elevating IGF-1 or mTOR response in the human body at all. And it had no effect on fat-free mass. So I don't know. That was a very big review too. There was a huge review. So it's just another version of snake oil, if we're being honest. And it's unfortunate because Greg's a good guy. We've talked in the DMs. He's a good dude. I just think he needs to make his money, probably. And here's the thing, man. God damn, here's the thing. This is the crazy shit, right? About social media and all this. You start to live a lifestyle that it's set by the pace of your income. And that pace has to keep itself sustained. If I go buy a Lamborghini and I have payments on that Lamborghini for $2,200 a month, I need to pay those payments. So let's say I'm in a position where my views are declining, which Greg's did. They have been compared to his peak. And I'm not making as much ad revenue. And I'm not making as much sales on my ebook anymore, nor are people hiring me for coaching as much. I'm going to have to start selling my product a lot more. even if I do know, even if I get some true data out there that supports entirely my product is not legit, well, fuck, what am I going to do? I have to make all these payments now. I got divorced and I have payments for that. I have, 6 cars. I have payments for all of those. You know how much money that costs per month? I have a house and a mortgage that I have to pay for. So yeah, they're not going to go back on their word and talk about how, oh yeah, my product is garbage and blah, blah, blah. Because no matter how much their audience is like, oh, we don't care, thank you so much for being honest, they're still making way less money, dude. Way less money. Yeah, OnlyFans time. Exactly. And it's the same thing with, I talk about this in a recent video I'm dropping, actually. I think it just dropped it with Wes Watson. It's like you get to a point where you're living your life in such a way where he has to make that much money. He talks about how it's no problem or whatever, but I don't know about you. I know what it feels like to overspend, and then you have to live at that rate. And if you slow down at all, you got to start producing more, baby. It's a cash machine. You just got to keep fucking going. You're having a bad day, too fucking bad. You got to get working. You got to fucking get working and make more money, or you're not making it. You're not fucking making it. And that's a terrifying thing. And so, yeah, a lot of these people are probably selling bullshit, but they can't afford to not sell it. They can't afford to just let go. So, because like, what does he do? He spent how much thousands and thousands and thousands, maybe millions of dollars to produce these things, to order massive quantities, because the MOQ for it's probably crazy. The minimum required quantity per order is probably huge. So we're talking easily several $100,000 per order, easily. And then you got to sell that product, or you're sitting on it. And it's just like, you had to pay the graphic designers. You got to pay for the website. You got to pay. So it's like, what are they going to do? Not sell it? No, he's going to believe in that shit because he has to.
Promote their products, which I assume will stop after this, is AG1. Their website is full of percentages from in vitro studies that don't mean shit. And the only double-blind, placebo-controlled trial they've done sucks all the dicks. Even with them putting as much spin as they could on the results, the best they could say was that 2 of the probiotics were able to survive the GI passage and reach the large intestine. To put it plainly, you're able to ingest their product, which has those 2 probiotics in it, and you're able to shit them out. Congratulations, you've made corn. Everything from your mouth to your asshole is still considered the outside world. The only thing that matters is what you pull in or what becomes part of your system. Another category we have to talk about is one that I call sneaky bastards. This is when companies fail to disclose an ingredient that most people wouldn't give 2 shits about, but for some reason, they hide it anyways. A good example of this is Element. They said they had 4 milligrams of maltodextrin in their product, but it turns out after a little analytical testing, they have up to 550 milligrams, and they hide it in the natural flavoring. Now, I don't really give a shit about an extra 2 calories. It's the fact that they lied, because they're basically just selling us a delicious salt because the magnesium and potassium levels are completely off. So I know you're making a huge margin. You could at least get it right without sneaking in some other shit. And when you read their response, it was just, oops. What this actually does is highlight a bigger issue that a lot of people are going to start to figure out, that I found out when I tried to develop my own supplements, is that if you want something to taste good, you have to hire a third-party company to come in and develop a flavor system for your product. And you don't have to label that as shit. That could just be under artificial or natural flavoring. And they could put in whatever the hell they want. There could be a guy in the factory line that just drops his balls in every jug just to zest it up. Or they hide it.
I'd pay more for that. I feel like I'd get a bigger testosterone boost from something like that than I would anything else. Fuck your creatine. Give me that nut dip. Give me that nut dip powder, man. Give me that sweaty Indian nut dip powder. That's the shit that's going to get me big.
In some sort of maltodextrin. You get the point. So after all of that, it begs the question, how in the hell are we supposed to figure out what supplements are any good? I had somebody reach out and say, you should check out Now Supplements, because they do this.
It's a good point. Crazy how much money a company can make on people just not eating their veggies. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, huh? Because like the product is marketed like, replace your greens with this powder. Why not just keep eating your greens, bud? Just keep eating the fucking greens, buddy. Like, cook up some spinach and slap that shit down your gullet with a bison, dude. It's great. Like a bison patty, some spinach. You're tripping, bro. Not the nut dip powder, boys. That's branded. Okay, if I can find a Indian manufacturing company that's going to have teabaggers teabag every tub of protein, I'm making that. We'll call it the teabag.
They do this kind of analytical testing as well, and they turn in companies that fail. But that's like somebody's little brother who tattletales all the time. And the more I looked into it, they've also failed tests. So all they're really doing is saying, hey, you should go check out that company, they suck, when in reality, they suck as well. I like the idea of consumer labs, but they test things that none of us would ever take. Have you ever heard of that? What is that? What is that? So I was gonna end this video by saying, sorry, I failed. There's no way to even know. No one's coming for you. But just by a stroke of dumb luck, I got connected to a startup that I think is gonna change everything. They're running these analytical tests on the supplements that we all use, putting it inside an app, and there is no subscription, paywall, bullshit like that. It's gonna be live in 2 months.
That's big. But I'm curious of their affiliations with certain things and how they're making their income if there's no subscriptions or fees at all. That's a very curious endeavor, because may it be the companies that are paying them to say that their products are good. Some sponsorships from brands possibly. I don't know.
2 months. And the best part is they said, ask your community what you want us to test and we'll test it. So I'm going to put a link below to a form and you tell me what protein powders, pre-workouts, creatine, gas station boner pills that are probably hiding some sort of Viagra in them. We're going to blow these companies up. They are going to be pissed. Also, something that I didn't even mention, they're doing heavy metals testing. And wouldn't you guess, one of the companies I talked about earlier failed said test. You guys are
That's a good video.
Believe that successful
I like that.
internal.
That's like, you know, it's a real problem. It's tangible. I'm glad he talked about it. It's not something you see every day. And I think it's also something that happens to everybody every day. So putting it in front of people is probably extremely important. Extremely important. I'm happy he did that. The only thing is now I'm jealous because I don't think I could do something like that. A video of such high quality productions. Do I know all of the information he said? Sure. Yeah, many videos have said it before, many people have said it before, but he presented it in such a way that I think it grips. It's grippy. It's grippy. Honestly, I bet people would buy it. Yeah, teabag protein, bro. Teabag protein powder from India. Straight from India. I'd buy it. I'd buy that shit tomorrow. Fuck you mean, bro? Tell me that shit makes me 10K a month. That's what the coach told me. Well, if it can make me, a powder can make me 10K a month without having to pay a coach several $1,000s, I'm buying it. I'll put that on the branding. Each bottle comes with a chain. Each bottle comes with a fucking chain to wear to the gym. So you know how real you are. That's how it's going to go. All right, so this is asking celebrities to work out in their homes, featuring Mr. Beast by Jesse James West. Once again, I feel like we talk about the guy a lot on this channel, but he does produce also good content. These are like the elite home run hitters of the fitness community that I'm also jealous of. So we're going to watch this guy, and I'm actually really curious to see what certain gyms are like. It's a very lengthy video, though, so we'll see how long we get through this. I mean, if it's cringe, you know, you already know I'm going to fucking skip some of this shit, so let's go.
I'm traveling to celebrity home gyms all across America and rating them right in front of their faces. The first celebrity is an absolute beast, if you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, we're not ready yet. Just give us a little time.
Okay. And they'll need to bring their A game because as someone who's been awarded S tier for their home gym, my standards are very high. Which reminds me, I'll be ranking these celebrity home gyms in 3 categories. 1, functionality. Can I do my normal workout and would I actually train in these gyms? 2, vibe. We're talking music, lighting, and just having a good time in these gyms. And number 3, the most important, unique amenities. Like this trampoline I just got. Not a lot of people have this one. And based on those 3 categories, we'll be ranking all the way.
You know what's interesting of, you know, when you have a home gym, I just don't feel like it's the same. I don't know if you guys have ever had the luxury of having, I know a lot of people have home gyms. I have a lot of clients who have home gyms and they're not like rich or anything. So it's like secondhand equipment is pretty affordable. And I don't know. I used to do that and I could never get into it. I just feel like it wasn't the same, something in my head. I don't know, like the motivation, the people, the noise. I just could never get into anything that happened in a home gym. It was like there was nothing, there was no momentum. There was no, you know, like that, I don't know, that aggression, that primitive fucking whatever that thing is, man. I just can't find it at a home gym. Studying for coding reviews right now, and I'm treating it like a contest prep, really putting myself into the whole but bodybuilding taught me how to grind. Yeah, that's a funny thing, man. Bodybuilding taught me how to do a lot of shit. Like I can work today is a great example. Y'all think live streaming's for fun. This is a business. As much as I like to say it's for fun, it is a business at the end of the day, because the more content I put online, the more it reflects in my business doing generally better. I've been on the computer since 6 a.m. I woke up at 5:30. I got right on the computer at 6 a.m. I still have to get 10,000 steps in. I have a total of 5,700. That's from me going to the gym and coming back home. You know, I do this shit every day, and I think I'm thankful for the Army and bodybuilding for the capacity to do those things. Jesus, man. Mr. Beast has an F-tier mustache. Yeah, he does. Too many distractions at home. Phones are bad enough, but laundry, kids, yeah. Significant others, always something distracting you from the flow of the workout. That's so true. It's like this, I feel like it's also this, there's this like basal level of noise in a gym that keeps you in a certain tunnel. It's the same thing. I would describe it as going to a coffee shop. When I'm sitting in a coffee shop that has like a nice ambiance, there's people chatting, not too loud, not too quiet either. There's nice music playing, you know, there's the sound of the grinds getting grinded and the espresso machine working and the latte steamer bullshit thing, whatever it does. All that noise kind of comes together as this unified rhythm that kind of keeps me in this flow state, and I love it. And that's the same thing as I kind of see the gym. It's just very hard to work out at home. And you gotta find that same state.
All the way from S tier, superior, to F tier, the worst. Which brings us to home gym number 1 in Las Vegas.
Oh my God. I've never seen houses like that. It looks like we're in like Iron Man.
Now these gyms belong to some of the most famous people on the planet, which means that when you arrive to their house, you first gotta call their assistant to let them know that you're there.
Hello, is he inside right now?
Yes.
Where you'll then be allowed inside to meet our first celebrity.
Oh, let's go.
What's this guy's name? Do you remember? Y'all remember what this guy's name is? I don't. Nope. Something Lee, right? He's a DJ? Am I tripping? Is that just an Asian racist thing that I just did? I feel like it's something. Chan? It's one of those.
Oh, no.
Steve Aoki, one of the
Knew it. Crushed it. Crushed it. Absolutely nailed it. Moist critical. I'm dead, dude. That's crazy.
one of the highest grossing EDM artists in
I don't like leaving my house. The gym's dope. I guess so.
North America, who also
I just don't, man, I don't know. It's like it's energy, bro. It's energy. The waves, bro. The vibrations, you know?
loves cake, or throwing cake, I should say.
Welcome to Aoki's Playhouse.
Wow. This is sick.
It's like a glorified man cave as a house.
And you have a home gym?
I got 2.
2?
Yeah.
But before we get to all that, I had to get a tour of Steve's house.
I just don't, I don't know, you guys. I say this, and then maybe, you know, one day I'll realize it's not true. Maybe, hopefully. I just don't understand why a guy needs 2 gyms or this much space in general. I get having a nice spot, and I get having a good, like, roomy building to live in. But I also don't like feeling like I'm living in somebody's apartment that's just abandoned, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just like my delusion. I could understand them wanting a pool, even though I had a pool in 2 houses, and in Thailand and in Dallas, I never used it. Never once. In both places. And just ended up being an expense that racked up. But I've never just understood having all this shit. I don't know.
Which is unlike anything I've ever
No baddies walking around the home gyms. Yeah, true. Asian moist critical.
seen.
Tons of art here, toys, collectibles.
Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee, yeah.
Let's see him. Put him up. There we go. He's trained.
This is like the centerpiece of Aoki's Playhouse. We have Mickey Mouse getting eaten by a snake.
That's what it is? That's
Yeah.
crazy. Is this what I think it is?
It surely is.
Wait, how?
It just says $5 million for that statue. Hold on. Are we for real? I get having fuck you money, but is this necessary? Is this really that necessary? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just poor.
How high is this? 25?
Yeah, 25, yeah.
Wow.
And the pool is 16 feet deep. So
That's
you could
good.
do a full like pencil dive and not touch the ground.
We got to do this.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
to
of
before I
course.
leave, bro.
All right, so that was the top floor. Now we're getting into more of the home vibe.
If you thought the top floor was cool, you ain't seen nothing. Steve's basement is home to even more art
This
pieces.
is actually a really cool piece. I just got this.
It almost looks like a garden gnome, just giant.
Yeah,
Like that sort of
exactly.
material.
A collector room.
I feel like I'm in a store. Like I feel like there's be price tags on everything.
You know what? That's exactly how I like it.
Scratch that. 2 collector rooms.
Can I sit?
Yeah, go ahead, sit down.
Oh my gosh. Is it life size? Did they measure you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm a massive Pokemon fan, so it's
Oh,
the
the
mean
illustrator. Oh my, whoa.
Gray. So, you know, Logan's got the PSA 10. This is a PSA 9.
How much is this worth?
It's priceless to me. I mean, I don't think I'd sell it for under $2 million.
There's one missing though. It's called the DJ
Oh my God.
Aoki
Oh,
card. It's
damn.
holographic. A one of one that I wanted to give to you.
Thank you
can
so
keep it.
much.
I made it myself.
And if you want to know how you can win signed gifts from Steve plus every other celebrity in this video, stay tuned till the end. Next, we made our way to Steve's record plaques and accolades.
We got the Grammy.
Some guy spent hundreds of millions for a banana taped to a wall piece of art. Yeah. And it ate the banana. Yeah. That's life, man. That's life. And then you know, single family, 2 kids, mom and dad struggle to buy a home. We got people out here doing that.
Grammy noms, like the Guinness Book of World Records.
And of course, his studio.
Guys, we're gonna drop a new track. You
New
know,
collab.
we're gonna make it happen. Music video coming soon and stuff. It's in the works. We can't say too much.
But now it's time to see the gyms.
This is the Playhouse.
That's so sick. He has a foam pit. I think there's something I have to do really quickly right now.
It's kind of an initiation when you come to the Playhouse.
Okay.
Oh, that was a clean backflip, man. Bounce on the trampoline too. This is a super tramp.
Oh my god, it's super bouncy.
That looks so fun.
Oh my god. Hey, you can't have a bad workout if you just do that first. Let's just say there's a lot of unique amenities so far.
Let's go to the upstairs gym. Wow.
So, yeah, just finished it.
All right. Out of every rich person's house I've ever seen, I think this is by far the one that I enjoy the most.
This is
I
sick.
just finished it like a few months ago, so this is all pretty fresh.
Love the aesthetic, man. The gray, the green.
I have 2 red lights, so this is the one up here. You just stand up here like this,
Yeah.
and then you just power up, and then
Become
take the
Super
full-
Saiyan.
But okay, so I get this shit, like having all this garbage, right? But what do you actually use this? I guess you get to a point where money is of no value. So like having these things is maybe better than not because you have so much time to use them. But I know myself, if I buy something, there is a high probability I'll never use that thing again. Even if it seems super cool when I buy it, even if I'm like, man, this is going to be the best feature of my life for the next like 3 years, I never use it, or I might use it once or twice, you know. It's just, I don't fucking know, man. I just feel like having all this stuff, it's like, do you really use this, Steve? I don't feel like you do. I don't feel like you're going in that hyperbolic chamber very often. Maybe he is, and I'm just the loser here. But I just don't feel like I don't think that's being used. I don't know.
full front and back.
1 squat rack, 6 barbells, and another squat rack, and a dumbbell rack. We've got this is the self-powered treadmill, right?
Yeah.
That one's brutal. You have a hyperbaric oxygen chamber,
So this is the 3rd chamber. I have 3 of these.
2 rowing machines.
But why? What are you doing with 3 of them, buddy? So your whole family can fucking go in the hyperbolic chambers? Like, what's going on here? You're just sealing everybody up in these things? Are you a vampire? Why do you need 3? Like, I get having the money, but why do you need 3 of them?
Machines.
Yeah, I got supplements, I got my Sanzos, got drinks. You know.
Glute ham raise. Is that an air purifier?
Yeah,
A cold plunge. Is it cold?
yeah.
Oh, yo, it's cold.
Yeah,
A
I mean-
sauna, hold up. Okay, wait, I'm getting like stimulated, man. This is like overstimulation.
This is a really nice setup because you got a health element here, you got the workout element here.
Yup. So, we're gonna get a little bit of a workout in. We gotta test out the gym before I rank it.
Okay.
He looks a little bit crippled, Steve. I don't want to say anything rude, but he looks frail. He looks like he's struggling to just kind of like move around, very stiff, very, I don't know, very not limber, not a guy that would use this kind of equipment frequently. Hyperbolic chamber sesh with the boys, yeah. Bet you he does some kind of drugs and does that. He does trains in the parabolic chamber, yeah. Something like that. He's frail, yeah. He almost looks anemic. Like he's missing iron or something.
Right now, you're sitting pretty high.
All right.
But depending on how the pump goes, you can change it.
Yeah.
What's been your biggest motivator in your whole career?
Probably my dad. He passed away in 2008. You know, I always wanted to impress him. I wish he got to see what ended up happening in the end.
Yeah, no, I relate to that heavy. My dad is like the reason I say stay relentless, relentless in general.
You keep that spirit alive for him.
He's stiff from too much clen. You guys are ruthless, man. Not eating enough red meat for sure. Yeah, he needs to eat more meat. That man needs meat on his bones. He does look, that's a good point. He looks vegan. That's what he looks like. That's the thing I was trying to put my fucking tongue on, right? He looks vegan.
Oh yeah, get the big guns, baby.
That's the hack, right? You gotta get the arms and the shoulders.
Yep, it's so true. You don't need to actually be big, you just need a few muscles. And to finish off with Steve's gym tour, we had to do a cold plunge, where we bonded on our shared love for My Chemical Romance.
When I was a young boy, my father told me to be to the city.
I got to hear more about Steve's mentality about fitness.
Keep your environment, things around you, as healthy as possible. So when I go into the green room or I go in the hotel, I have to have whatever's around me as like a healthy, quick bite.
Yeah!
Interesting.
Should we jump in?
He's actually pretty lean. He just looks frail. He's Ozempic maxing. I feel like everybody's Ozempic maxing these days, bro. I'm always Ozempic maxing. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. It's only because it's benefiting me.
The pool?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Man, that's crazy.
That was crazy. Doing the Aoki jump. Let's see it.
Dude, it's high.
Let's go. Steve Aoki, baby. My final ranking from S to F tier.
There might be a better gym out there, so I'm gonna give you an A.
Bro, it's not an S?
No, Steve.
No, that's it.
No,
That's
Steve,
it.
that was a gift.
No. Now it's a gift for you.
Steve, that was a gift.
It's so funny. It's so funny. It's Steve's signature move. Oh my god. He lost his freaking flip-flop too. Jeez, man. I'm getting out maxed. I'm getting out money maxed by a guy doing YouTube. I'm a guy you doing YouTube. Doesn't matter.
Oh. I should have gave him an S. But little did I know that when I flew to Buffalo for our next celebrity, that wouldn't be my first time getting attacked in this video.
No one comes to my house! That's right, baby!
Rob Gronkowski, 4-time Super Bowl champion, and along with his brothers, would show me the gym, which turned them into one of the most athletic families on the planet.
Hi!
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I gotta be more ready.
What's up, baby?
Man.
Dude, good to meet you. Yes.
This is a home I could get behind. This has some ambiance. This has some homeliness. This has some Gucci family vibes to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of home I could see myself in. Not that like plastered, fucking stagnated and sterile environment.
Yes, you too, man. We're ranking the weight room downstairs.
He needs to eat the cake. Jesus, man.
It's from like 1990.
It has like character behind it and also
Does.
like...
Has a lot of character.
The Gronks got into their gym clothes while I just stood there awkwardly, although still looking sexy thanks to Gymshark with 10% off using code Jesse10, where we then met Papa Gronk.
He told us if we wanted to be the best, if we wanted to get to the next level, this is where it starts in the gym. Build your strength now or else you're gonna get pushed around. So let's show you.
Let's go, baby.
Welcome to the dungeon.
This is so cool. This is your trophy case?
This is my trophy case, obviously, that's why.
This guy just walks around like he was in the NFL or something. Like, he just walks around like he's the guy who lives his entire career day to day still.
There's no room in there. Look at that.
Oh, is that a ring?
Las Vegas bull ring.
But I brought something even cooler than a Super Bowl ring.
Close your eyes.
What am I doing?
3, 2, 1, open. Gronk smash beer trophy.
I will share my trophy with my brothers and
Let's
my father.
go.
Hey! Muscle jog!
Tell me why I should rank you at S tier. I gotta rank stuff.
All right.
You know, I gotta be fair to everybody.
I don't really know the proper names of every piece of
That's
equipment.
okay.
I just use the pieces of equipment.
That's what matters.
But I know this is a leg press. That's an elliptical right there. That's a treadmill.
This man said his gym is old as dirt. That doesn't look old at all. That shit looks fresh as fuck.
Yeah!
Here's a mini home gym with a bench press on it right now with
Okay.
some TRX ropes hanging off.
Proper name is a power cage.
Okay, show me up already. I like that. Power cage. I'm learning too.
What was your heaviest bench press?
My heaviest bench press here, I would say about 315 for like 5.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day.
Us Gronks had.
I've done more than this, man. I could have done the NFL. You're telling me? I missed out on the NFL this whole time. Oh, jeez, bro. Something tells me there's a lot of beer in that house. Dude, there's so much fucking booze. They get fucked up probably on a weekend basis. Everybody just goes over and thrashes for sure. They probably have a beer room more than a gym room.
Had the biggest pecs and still do so. Papa had.
That is horrible. Horrible chest fly form, you guys. Jesus, man. You need to internally rotate your humerus. All right? Just a short lesson for you. If you're doing a chest fly, you got to think about, what am I training? You're training the chest, right? What is the chest responsible for? It's responsible for the adduction and internal rotation of the humerus, right? So this, adduction and internal rotation of the humerus. Everyone does chest flies externally rotated. The internal rotation is part of what your chest is supposed to be doing. You should do a chest fly internally rotated. Your elbow, in other words, shouldn't be down, which his is. It should be up. And you should do a chest fly like that. Adduction, internal rotation. Super critical to a chest fly. Not even doing it right.
I had to make sure that there's a machine specifically for our pecs.
This works your triceps,
Yeah.
works your pecs.
Okay.
And then you can do pull-ups.
Okay.
All different types of grips. Wow.
What's nice is that this gym does allow any sort of fitness level. So we're getting some good points here.
Yeah.
You see that?
So that pull-down machine, but right now I got the tricep rope on it.
Okay.
And also you can do rows too.
Okay, 6.
This guy knows it. You can tell that the old guy has like some kind of wherewithal with him. You know, like he knows what he's doing. He knows his way around a gym. He knows how to train. I have a good feeling that the dad knows what's up.
So we got a lot of versatility here.
Yes, definitely.
Can you show me what the heck this is?
The Thera Crunch. The targeted muscles are the rectus abdominos,
Okay.
which you probably Photoshop on you for your Instagram.
Oh, dude. Speaking truth.
No, the real Rob.
Yeah. This is when we were in high school. This is all we did.
For the chicks.
Yeah.
So who would get the most chicks out of all the guys?
My dad.
Let's go! What's your
Fancy like
favorite
that.
exercise?
Growing up, it was definitely the curls.
Girl for the girls or buys for the guys?
You know, I don't discriminate. I do both.
So this is a standing row.
Way in the beginning, I thought it was a great machine because when you play football, you grab it and you swim. So you pull the guy in, and then you swim.
Okay.
That's why you pull.
Knock me out.
We got an old school rack of dumbbells right here. I think these dumbbells are from like
Those
18,
dumbbells, I tell you what, man, those dumbbells are the heaviest things on the earth. You can tell me all you want about how dumbbells are equated and how rubber dumbbells are just as heavy as metal dumbbells, but those fucking dumbbells right there, a 85-pound dumbbell in that versus an 85-pound dumbbell at Lifetime, two different fucking dumbbell weights entirely. There's no way they're even close.
1980. Look at this barbell. We don't need new pieces of gym equipment to get strong. We can use anything.
And to add to the variety of the gym, it also offers games such as table hockey, ping pong, and even a basketball arcade net. Whoa!
66.
Oh, that was booty, bro. Whoa! It was clear that Papa Gronk wanted to give his kids every chance to succeed.
Started him in 8th grade, and I said, like Rob told you before, if you want to take it to the next level, you gotta get down in this basement. Do that Nintendo crap and all that crap. Get your ass down here, and that's what made him great. If they didn't want to do it, I didn't push them. They had to have the passion to do it, and they did have the passion.
That's awesome.
That's a good father right there, man.
Like wildfire.
All right, so
What's the ranking, buddy?
I can't wait to hear this ranking.
hold on, wait. I feel like if I give a bad ranking, I'm just getting beat up right here.
Exactly.
I gotta keep the aesthetics and vibe high because I feel like I relate heavy to a home gym. Versatility and variety. I mean, there's a lot to do here. Like, there's literally nothing you can't do. And then we got functionality. Does everything work? Is it broken?
This equipment has been used for 20 years straight and it all still works.
That's the most insane part. So what I will say, I'm gonna
He's gonna give it an A tier for sure.
go with A tier.
Yeah, there's no way he's putting anyone below like B. There's no way he's putting any single person on this list below B.
A tier. The reason I'm giving that is because of how much of the vibe and like aura that you have down here with everyone. The only reason it's not S tier is because maybe we're limited to space. That would be the only thing. It's a little tight. That's it.
We like it tight though.
All right, guys, we are here at
fucked
the
up.
next home gym. It's a little bit more than a home gym, let me just say. I think you might recognize who this is.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Welcome to the
Chris
the
Bumstead,
G, the
six-time
Chris
Mr.
Bum.
Olympia, three-time BFF, and someone that definitely needs to have an impressive gym. You kind of like handpicked everything?
gym. I did, yeah. I didn't want to have a whole gym being one brand because it's just not as good.
Yeah.
Not one brand makes all the good equipment. Few
I
old pieces,
actually,
new ones, and
funny
pieces
enough,
that
you
don't
guys,
exist anywhere else.
I'm curious when this video is made because I just made a video about Chris Bumstead's hairline being lost again. And I talk about like how you can still lose a hair transplant. And a lot of people are wrong about that. Not necessarily the follicles that you transfer, but this is a whole video I made. But I'm curious if we can see it in this video.
Where else? So
Really?
some cool stuff, yeah. Open the bay door, let a little breeze in.
That's the largest fan I've ever seen in my life.
You can actually fill that with water, and then it like sprays a little cool water.
A little bit of a unique amenity, maybe? Let there be light. Wow.
Start basic. We got the dumbbells.
Okay.
The only thing different about my dumbbells is I started skipping all 5-pound increments. So 60 just goes up by 10 all the way to 150 because there's just no point, you know?
How do you like this piece?
A lot.
Facts.
For chest flies, bicep curls, rear delts, like anything, you can just put it in the perfect spot. Got a basic 8-stack here, Life Fitness one. They have fancy new ones in now, but this is the one I had a good life.
Interesting thing to note here. Clip this, please. You can really see the parallel difference between I shouldn't say the parallel, but the complete inverse of difference between an NFL player who likely didn't use and abuse steroids and isolate himself during his whole career, and a bodybuilder who used and abused steroids and isolated himself for his whole career. Look how they're talking, their body, their mannerisms. You can tell there's a big difference, bro. Like the level of social tenseness here versus in that other home, crazy.
Good life growing up, and I just loved it, so I copied it.
So sometimes you do have a car in here though. When you have the car in here, it's total, such a vibe, such a vibe.
Got one of these tanks here.
Use this to warm up?
Sometimes, yeah. But this is kind of like the leg machine corner. I got 2 different quad extensions. This one's an old school Icarian piece.
Do they still make this one?
They don't make this
They
one
don't make
anymore,
this
no.
one, so it's a rare one.
And then this is the other quad extension that you can load up with as much weight as you want. Seated calf raise there.
I probably need one of these.
I got the adductor abductor combo here. Ladies love this one too because you can go all the way back.
Whoa.
Oh
This is
damn!
kind of interesting.
I've
Got a little tip.
never seen that before. That would be great for any kind of glute workout. That'd be awesome.
A machine here, you know, work on your front of your shins. 2 different hamstring curls here. Another old piece for the seated hamstring curl.
Then we got the prime leg curl.
This is my favorite one too. You can manipulate where you want to put the weight on the stretch.
I agree.
contraction.
This one's the biggest and best for sure.
What do we got here?
Got a basic squat rack. I really just use it to set up the bar for RDLs or rows or whatnot. I used to always Smith squat.
Okay.
Don't do that anymore either, but the Cybex one I have because it's straight up and down, it's not at an angle.
Yep.
Some of those angle ones just put you in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Don't like that. This is a calf raise, so another one that you might need to add to your gym.
I don't need to.
But this is nice because it doubles as a shoulder press Viking press.
Versatility.
This is probably one of my top machines. Of all belt
you're
squats,
the S
this
tier.
is like the GOAT belt squat for sure. You can
True.
load it up, I full stack it, takes all the pressure off your lower back, it's perfect, I love it.
We got a glute ham raise. We got a leg press.
I have a few pieces that were like,
Best leg press ever made right here. The Cybex leg press, the best. The fucking best ever. This is for sure one of the rarest pieces of equipment. You can't find this anywhere. This shit was made like back in the day. This is stronger than a fucking tank. this is literally one of my favorite workouts ever. If I could get this, I would do, if you gave me, you know, a whole gym and this is in it for leg day, I'd probably do like 12 sets of this and just nothing else. Genuinely, this is the best leg press.
We're like Dorian Yates inspired that he used.
Okay.
It's just, it can't be beat. It's so smooth, it's the perfect angle.
I know what this is. Squat leg press, different range of motion. This is my warm-up weight, actually.
Yeah, that's one of my rules here is this machine always has like 8 plates on it because I don't want to have to put them back on.
Yeah, I've never seen this.
They changed the foot pad for me because I don't wear shoes when I train legs.
Okay.
And it was slippery, so they put grip tape on it so I wouldn't slide off.
Whoa.
If you get deep enough in that, it's just pure glute.
And on top of that, Chris also has a hack squat and a pendulum squat. I honestly feel bad for the 4 celebrities that we have after this. That's all the leg equipment.
That's all leg equipment.
This is the fun stuff.
This is like one of my favorite decline ones. I like being able to do a neutral grip decline because I have back.
Man, these Panada pieces are so nice too. Oh my God, I love the converging path on them. And it feels like you can just, you know, someone sat in that and actually used it before they manufactured it in mass, because it fucking just works and glides like butter.
Have bad shoulders. This is another like rare one of one piece that Pure made, but the difference on this one is you can make it unilateral or bilateral by connecting it or not.
First of all, this looks like a race car. I've used this and the stretch, isn't the stretch really good on this?
Stretch is good and it converges. It comes together a little bit, which is the point of the pec. So these machines are just a personal preference of mine.
Are these old?
Oh,
this is
these
the
are so
chain.
golden.
That's how you know it's like 80s or whatever.
2 shoulder presses here, another prime plate loaded one where you can adjust it. This one you can grab a little closer so you can get 2 different angles.
We got a pec.
It did turn out well, Simon. His hair transplant did turn out well, but it then turned for the worse recently. I don't know if you've seen his recent videos, but it's been what I think is actually the hair follicles from the transplant are doing well. They're just placed in the wrong spots. And then furthermore, the hair itself that he has existing on his scalp is now falling out from hair follicle miniaturization. He likely thought, like, because he did a hair transplant, that he might be safe and wouldn't need to take those things anymore, like a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor. And so he stopped taking it. Little did he know that that's still going to affect the current hair follicles that he has on his head. So let's say they made that part of his head thicker, yet then he stopped the 5-alpha reductase inhibitor, then the current hair follicles that he's going to have are going to then fall out. And now you're presented with a huge problem because your hair transplant doesn't look as full anymore. It looks thin again. And that's kind of what I'm seeing.
Pec fly, this is
Classic
standard.
pec fly,
Yeah.
a dip machine.
Okay.
The only downside of this one is it's really light.
Let me judge that. Let me judge that. For the average person out there. Oh, that's light, bro.
I honestly only have 1 tricep, 2 bicep machines.
Okay.
Everything else I do is cable.
Do we know he used his hair for extra height at the Olympia? I mean, if that is the case, it's just fair. It's the fucking IFBB's problem, not his problem.
Barbell dumbbells.
2 row machines, 2 more pull downs, and then we got the hammer. Is this a mid row?
Supinated mid-row, essentially. This is another Dorian Yates inspired. He was famous for his lats, and he just loved killing himself on.
Coach, which one is it? Rose quartz, light pink, or baby pink? With fucking... I don't know. Hold on. I'm thinking F4, C2. I like that C2, man. It's the C2, bro. F4, C2 all day long.
On the pullovers.
Do you have an estimate of how much this costs?
A couple $100 grand.
Couple $100 grand, damn. Wow. Okay, the final ranking. Whew, this is a tough one. I got to calculate in my head. We're putting Chris C-Bum Bumstead, S tier.
Of course.
S, bro, you can't go wrong with this thing. Are you kidding me? I think the aspect of like the grittiness and also kind of like training alone in here also, it's like that is a unique amenity to you. You have every absolute thing you need. There's so much variety. For someone that like myself that does bodybuilding as well, you know, if I was chasing that Olympia title, I would want to train here. So it's S tier, baby. Let's go.
I love it.
Like I said, it's gonna be hard to top the personal gym of the Mr. Olympia, but maybe our next celebrity has a shot.
What's up, my dude? Yeah, welcome to
I
Nashville.
have no idea who this is. I have zero clue.
James Maslow, American musician and member of Big Time Rush from Nickelodeon.
Here we are.
Am I dumb? I don't know who this is.
Hey, look at this guy. He's handsome and he's got great style. You know what I'm talking about?
what I'm saying? BTR, baby! I like the customizing you do.
Thanks, man. That's what makes it feel special.
So we got legitimate gym flooring.
Legitimate gym flooring. My homie actually custom built this thing
Is this a pull-up bar? It's really skinny.
That's what I was gonna say. I was about to call it out. I was gonna get ahead of this bull.
Oh no, this is brutal.
It's terrible.
It's kind of like nice because you can really grip it.
Yeah, until you hit about 9 or 10, and then it just sucks. Full Smith machine, full cables. It's got attachments for hamstring, for extensions.
I mean, this is all you
do
need.
everything. It's got a lat pull down, like there's a seat, and feel the pulley. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Does it catch? Does it move? Bro.
Wait, low
That's what I'm saying.
It's not taking up too much space, but you have everything you need. Yeah. So you don't need like 10 machines.
Yeah. This was something I also picked up from Body Core. Well, the girly likes
This man's training his glutes for sure.
working on the booty. Then again, so does your boy. Let's be real. We gotta hit them legs.
Whoa.
This is pretty dope, man.
Can I move it?
Of course, yeah.
What the heck is this thing?
So it's a squat box. So basically, connect this here, pull this back to there, grab that belt. So you basically clip and then
It's a
squat down.
belt
Now you've got
squat.
your squat box.
Oh my God.
I've always loved a belt squat. Good little finisher. I like that bit. This is
That's interesting.
my least favorite and my favorite piece of equipment at the gym. Push it, pull it, use the rope. I mean, any dumb torture you can think of, you can get done on this guy.
You know who Chris Bumstead is? The 6-time Mr. Olympia? You actually have more dumbbells than him. Does that mean you're more jacked than Chris Bumstead?
Yeah, people are gonna look at this, are gonna freeze frame this and go, no, he's not. But that's all right. We can think that today. It makes me feel good. Yeah. This to me is more like fun. Same thing with these.
Functional strength.
Functional strength.
And then you got this.
Got the banana bag, man. Got the banana bag. There you go. There you go.
Ooh,
Guess
that kick
that's
was
about
wicked.
it. I mean, got a bunch of like little random
That was a terrible kick.
functional toys around here, but well, actually, we got a couple more accessories. And on the back side, we got the cold plunge and the infrared sauna. You just have a nice seat here. It's chilly out in Nashville today, so this is where it's at.
James's home gym impressed me a ton. Unlike other
B tier.
celebrities who have
This might
entire
be a B
facilities
tier.
for their gyms, James
This is definitely probably a fucking B tier gym.
has found a way to include everything you need in a space no bigger than a garage. Did I mention that it also
This is like genuinely almost a poor man's gym. Like most of us here could probably afford this if we wanted it.
has sick lighting?
That'll get there.
How much did this gym cost?
40 grand.
40 grand?
Somewhere in there. Not too crazy.
That's good though, for like a home gym to be like this nice. So functionality, you can literally do everything.
I mean, the
here.
only other thing I'm gonna throw in here probably is a rower or a salt bike or something like that.
The only thing missing right now is cardio,
It's
basically.
coming. It's not missing cardio, dog. We got this right here, baby. Let's go. Jump rope this, so you got a little cardio.
There is cardio here. There is cardio. Vibe. It was S tier. Like we were having a good time out here. The last thing is unique amenities. Cold plunge, sauna. I gotta give it an A tier. It's actually
I told you, I thought it was it. I don't think he's gonna put anyone below B.
a home gym. This is a place you can train every single day.
The home gym means there's no excuse. No excuse not to get it in, no excuse not to eat.
I love it. A tier, my man.
Welcome to Nashville, man.
James
Great having you.
Maslow, baby.
Let's go.
Big time rush, where you
Let's go. In the house, baby.
James's home gym is realistic enough that you could probably build something similar. But for our next celebrity's gym, you might just need a little bit more space.
What's up, man? Good to meet you.
Good to meet you
I'm
too.
Jesse.
I'm Dana.
As in Dana White, president and CEO of the UFC, who after
What's the shot that this is the B tier gym?
being given only 10 years to live, transformed his life to optimize his health with an entire private facility.
This is death row.
Death row, baby. The real death row.
This is every nasty piece of leg equipment there is. I literally have
Wow, this is actually nice, dude. That equipment looks so clean. Oh my God.
the same machines in here for years. I took all of my old equipment out and donated it to the police department. That's awesome. And then I brought all of this equipment in to go to another level.
But what about his
Dude.
superhuman protocol?
This is the red light therapy bed.
So you get in this every day?
Yeah, I have this PMF pad. And basically it goes under your sheets. This alkalines your body. So it gets rid of all the inflammation in your body.
This is a big cold plunge.
What do you do?
I did 42 for a while.
Yeah, 42 is
and it was
legit.
brutal. So I moved to like 45 now. The worst is like every degree matters at that cold of a level.
Once you hit 50, every degree down.
Brutal.
It's clear that Dana is using every tool at his disposal to optimize his health, including having a trainer preload all of his weights to save more
Shut up. A trainer to preload his weights is crazy, dude. I guess when you're that rich, man, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
time.
I think it's awesome that you put like all the effort that you put into business, you're also putting into your health. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people.
Hold on. Hold on. What did we just witness?
It's awesome that you put like all the effort that you put into business, you're also putting into your
This man has a trainer and he's training like this?
health. Yeah. I feel
What is this movement? Why do you separate the ropes? You don't need to do that. Why don't you just use a wider grip? Why not have a split grip? You know, one of the ones that has like a bar with 2 cables coming down, so it's wide grip, so you can pull besides you as opposed to having to spread the cable, which does nothing for you. We're not training triceps, we're trying to train lats with this movement. Also, why are you standing upright? You should be bent over at least a little bit, brother. You have a fucking trainer there. I'm missing something. I'm missing something.
I feel like a lot of people have always had that grind set. I'm not gonna sleep, skip workouts, because I wanna be rich and like.
But that was me too when I was younger and building the business. I did whatever it took to, but that catches up with you and it starts to take a toll on you, and it got me.
With the unique amenities, along with an atmosphere that epitomizes hard work, Dana easily earns an S-tier rating. Let's see who our next celebrity, who's also—
That was fast. He probably didn't get enough airtime with him. He's like, hey, can we shoot a couple workouts? Didn't get enough airtime. But that's crazy. First of all, that gym's crazy, but I'm honestly perplexed because he's paying that guy who knows how much to train him, and his form looks like that. And I'm just like, man, where are these people? Hire me. Dude, I will walk you through a full workout and get your ass fried correctly. At least, man.
also the face of combat sports can match up.
The face of combat sports? Are we being fucking for real?
Brother. Bro? Jake Paul, the problem child who has revolutionized the sport of boxing. You ready to show me your gym?
Yeah, let's go to the gym.
Sick, sick. Oh, actually, I got you this 1-of-1 signed KSI photo.
Dude, that's awesome. I want to show you something really fast too.
Oh, Jake, that was literally $1,000 on eBay.
Don't you ever do that again. Hey, but it's so good to see you. Let's head to the gym, buddy. All right.
I will admit, the Tacoma, a good taste. He could afford many things, but he has a Tacoma. I like that. I do like that. That footage is from another video with Dana? Probably. The Jake Paul, the man who only fights those eligible for Social Security. Facts.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome.
And he doesn't have a new gen Tacoma either. I'm just stuck on this. He has a third gen Tacoma. That's very tasteful.
To the Paul's Hustle House. Always was a sports fan growing up, and we were like, yo, we need some lockers, right? You go into a gym. This one's mine, my girlfriend, Logan, and Logan's fiance, Nina.
Your unique amenities are already starting off high.
Over here is a punching bag lane. There needs to be space around. A lot of gyms you'll go and they're all like stacked up on each
That's so true. The bags will always be just nut to butt. It's super annoying.
other. I'm like, bro, I can't even work around. You got to practice your footwork.
A mirror to pose.
This is actually for drills. When I got my new coach, all he did for a month straight was make me go like this. So he changed my footwork and then everything clicked.
That's all. I'm just waiting for that one thing and then I'll be good.
You got it. You're close. Well, not really.
That's how I got a black eye, in case you're wondering. Personally, I prefer Gorilla Mind to wake me up, but I guess a punch by Jake Paul works too. Make sure you use code Jesse for 10% off. My favorite products are creatine monohydrate, Gorilla Mode nitric, and their protein.
Dana loves getting coached by Milos. If he wasn't coaching pros, he could be Dana's full-time coach. But okay, I'll tell you firsthand. Coaching pros doesn't take all year, so you could definitely coach Dana. You could coach Dana for 6 months out of the year if you wanted to. Easy, because motherfuckers ain't doing shit at that point in time. The bodybuilders are sitting on their ass doing nothing. I call bullshit. I call fat fucking bullshit, to be honest. There's no way. And matter of fact, Milos, matter of fucking fact, if you ever talked to Milos, have you ever trained with him? He would not let somebody train like that. Matter of fact, dude. No way.
Protein powder.
We have the volleyball thing.
To volley your punches.
Is it actually called that?
No.
Oh.
Speed bags. So this is a kicking bag.
Will we see Jake Paul in the MMA ring?
Yes.
Who would you want to go against?
Nate Diaz, but he's scared.
All right, let's do the ring.
From the ring to the king to the pen to the... Sometimes there's 10 boxers in here and some are on the bag, 3 in each ring, so there needs to be 2. So this is like the function area, sled pools, sprints, warm up, lunges. Then this is like cardio along here, treadmills. We got the high altitude oxygen mask.
I will say this gym isn't going to get an S tier for me because it's just so disorganized. Like there's everything everywhere.
You can run at a higher altitude.
What's your least?
being coached by Milos is different than being trained. That's true.
Least favorite piece of cardio equipment, which means that it hurts the most.
The Stairmaster.
Yeah. Two things I want to say. This is where I'd spend my time if I was training here. And second of all, who was benching all of these plates?
Yeah, this is my warm-up.
Oh!
Yeah, so I just keep that on there, so
okay.
The easy warm-ups.
Yeah. So we have a bench press, we have leg machines, a chest press, we got a classic cable stack, pretty standard. Over here, we got a bunch of dumbbells, a little chaotic. You know, I gotta be honest in these reviews, you know? Yeah. But you have 3 benches, which is really nice. And let's be real, weights are weights.
That was poetic. This is a bamboo bar. Have you tried one of these?
I've seen them, but they're like where you shake a ton.
It's a vibe.
I'm seeing a whole lot of balls, which is what I'm about.
Weighted balls, kettlebells, balls, Bosu balls, balance balls, all types.
Over here, I see a rower machine. This is the glute machine that I'm assuming you were talking about.
The hip thruster.
The hip thruster. Glute ham raise right here. Very good for athletics.
And here we have a tire.
I'm so sick of the high altitude training. You have to live there 24 hours a day, not an hour of cardio with the mask. Yeah, it's another thing people don't tend to realize.
Nice.
I think people really try to mystify fitness. People make billions of dollars mystifying fitness. And so the more you can mystify, the more money you're making, because you're selling people the idea that it is mystified and they do need your solution to the specific problem.
All right, you want to check out the really unique amenities now?
That's what I'm here for, man.
Let's go. We got the red light therapy bed with...
Not his first time seeing a lot of balls. He's probably had quite a few balls juggled in front of him to get where he is.
Some oxygen. We got our Normatec boot setup and...
Good old cold plunge.
Can't go wrong.
What's this little like pod?
This pod is called the HOCAT. It has PMF in it, red light, infrared sauna, then some sort of oxygen that like kills bacteria or something.
So in here we have the Impulsive.
You want to run a pod?
I'll be Logan, you be Mike, okay?
Lana, come back!
How much does this gym cost for all the equipment?
Probably only like 500K.
Only?
That's honestly not that bad. Cars are way more than that. So like reasonable.
I can see what you're saying.
I know people who have spent more money on that than in their personal gyms by a large margin. So that's not bad at all. Like Absolute Recomp in Dallas is like triple, quadruple that.
My final ranking, you know, it's gonna start at S, which is just like unbelievable, like you can't beat it. And then it goes A, B, C, D, E, F.
A, B, C.
He's gonna give this one a B because everyone doesn't like Logan. So by nature, it's just gonna be a B. Like he knows that the audience will agree with him. Generically, everyone's gonna agree. And even Logan probably agrees with him. Because he's the disliked here, he's the villain. So it's easy. Yeah, B tier, bro. B tier.
We go around, there's a lot of versatility here. You can be a boxer, you can be an MMA fighter, you have a ring upstairs. You got the vibe. That was S tier vibe, for sure. There definitely was. Unique amenities. Yeah, I mean, that's top tier too. All the stuff upstairs, you got 2 boxing rings, you know. You have all that stuff. So I'm left with no choice, but D tier.
See? I told you. It's the only one he's gonna put there.
You can only
so it costs 1/10 of a rigged fight.
to go up from here.
I'm kidding. The real ranking, B.
B.
I told you, boys. This is social media 101.
Part of me wants to give you more, but the only reason is because for me, personally, I need more gym.
Yeah.
You see, if I was a boxer, this is S tier, bro.
Right, but you're not.
But
you're really not.
But I'm not a fighter.
Like, you're not even close to being a boxer.
There it is.
Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Just get the f out.
We have traveled thousands of miles and seen some of the coolest home gyms in all of America. But I saved our most famous celebrity for last. And my expectations are very high.
Is he though? Is he the most famous? Come on.
Oh, sorry, too early. Oh, welcome. How's it going, man?
Mr. Beast, the most subscribed YouTuber in the world, who has gone through a very impressive body transformation.
You already did Chris Bumstead, Dana White, Rob Gronkowski. Why am I in this? Like, this makes no sense.
I mean, judging by the look of this, I mean, this is pretty crazy.
Tour me around,
Wow.
Jimmy.
I don't own Prime, so I do own Lunchly, so
Do you have them before you work out?
I usually eat this turkey one. I just eat the turkey in
Okay.
it. But more importantly, we got these bad boys right here.
Cardio machines.
I haven't used once because I just play basketball.
What's your go-to situation to work out?
Oh, I mean, obviously basketball is the most fun. I could do 2 hours on here and burn less calories than if I was playing basketball for like 35, 40 minutes.
I have to 1v1 you.
That's cap. That's fucking cap. That's so much cap. I can't even believe it.
Or at least play you.
Are you good?
I'm the best. I'm horrible. What else is next? What else do you got?
Every machine you could think of. I mean, I don't use most of these. I usually just use dumbbells, but this is.
What is with rich people? Yeah, I don't use most of this. I just buy it. I just spend money. I just take it out of my wallet and spend. Spend because you're all so poor. And then they don't fucking use anything. What is with this? Why do people do this? What's the fucking troll? I don't understand. Build me the best gym and then I'm never going to use it. What? Why? Just don't fucking build a gym at all. Build something else, dude.
This is for all my employees and people who work at my company. So
This is like the beast gym.
the crown jewel of this is
That's sick.
on every dumbbell is the beast logo, but it's not a sticker. See how it's
in
engraved?
there.
I don't know why, but I thought that was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I need you to turn with me. Turn, dramatic, hand up.
Whoa!
That's what I told my trainer I want to look like in 18 months. To be honest, it's not very motivating because it just looks kind of creepy. I don't know, the head, like, my eyes aren't even open in that photo. It's just like.
It's a little creepy.
It is very creepy. Curls, all the things you use.
Oh, what is this? Is this a pullover? Oh, it's triceps. Okay. Wow. Okay, Jimmy.
Do you want to just live here?
I would love to. This is nice. Okay, we have a squat rack with some pull-up. We got a barbell, some plates.
We have the thing.
I like this gym. This is something I could do. This is like all the stuff that I would need.
Thing that is in every.
How to Become a Pencil Neck by Mr. Beast. Yeah, that's just about where he's going.
Gym with the cables where you cable crossover where you hit the rear delts and.
Yeah, there you go.
shenanigans.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Use some chest flies here.
Yeah, chest flies. The thing where you extend your legs.
We got the leg extension. Jimmy, get in here. You know why.
You're gonna give me the seat buckle?
Yes.
Yes, this one
Yo.
comes with the seat buckle.
Oh.
It's like a little airplane.
There we go. How often do you train legs?
I mean, we just do push-pull legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bodybuilder split.
Yep, then day off. I'm trying to get like you.
Dude, let's go. We got the leg curl. This is like the look back at it type of vibe right there, you know. I'm not gonna lie, these are nice machines. Oh no, this is the girl, bad girl.
What the hell did you just say?
More leg equipment, a leg press. I feel like I'm doing the tour now.
Well, I mean,
do you know what this
are
stuff is?
The bodybuilder. Yeah, yeah. This
Okay,
is the
okay.
thing where you sit there and you push your legs.
And then what's this thing right here?
It just
Mr. Beast throws PDF aura. Yeah, just a little bit, man. Something about his why doesn't he just shave? I don't want to be rude, but why doesn't the man just shave, man? He doesn't even have a beard. He spends all this money on a gym that he doesn't use. Why don't you spend it on some fucking minoxidil?
It's just same thing but standing.
Well, we got a hack squat, sort of pendulum squat torture device here.
Yep.
No, tell me this isn't true.
Is that for your head?
No, wait, no, it's not.
No, that's to put your hand on.
That's so
It's to put your hand on it and go like that. Gotta wipe that off. Who would you say is your favorite fitness creator?
Coach Kolton. Coach Kolton.
I like Chris Bumstead. See, I feel like
We haven't made it yet. God damn it.
he's kind of funny.
What the heck, Jimmy?
What? So this is our DEXA machine.
How much is this thing?
Thoughts on the angled pull-up bars on top of the cable machines versus straight bars? Yeah, they're better. It depends on what you're doing a pull-up for, right? Like if you think about this, it's okay. So really simply, right? Your lats are attached to your humerus, and if our humerus is out here, we're training the lats, but it's not really what we're meant to be training the lats in the orientation we're meant to be training the lats. Where we're best training the lats is here, right? With a supinated grip and with our elbows in, driving down, right? So if I'm trying to train my lats by doing a pull-up, I'm using the angle grips because I don't want to be overhand. I want to be either neutral or slightly underhand, so slightly supinated. That's going to drive my elbows in, allowing me to get a full range of motion for my lats specifically. So generally speaking, you want those angled grips more. Kurt is being investigated for just that, yeah. Sometimes I just feel like Jesse is a bad version of Will Tennyson. Have you looked at their thumbnails? They're exactly the same. They share thumbnails, they share video ideas, they do the same things. Each and every single one of their videos is copied from their other videos. Y'all don't even understand social media. It's crazy, dude. It's so crazy to me how these people make it. I don't get it, man. I'm just a failure, I guess.
this thing, do you know?
It's like 80 grand.
Wow. How do you keep up with your fitness while doing so much?
That's the hard part. That's why I don't look like you yet.
Because, bro, you're so busy.
I know, sometimes it's just push-ups in the hotel room or things like that. It's not as optimized as I would like. When I did 7 days buried alive, like my lean mass went down by like 1.5 pounds. So that like eradicated 2 months worth of work. I start to make gains and then I do these 7-day videos and it just screws them.
I got one for you. 7 days in the gym.
Let's do it.
I don't know if it's gonna get 300 mil, but at least
Probably
you get
not.
jacked. This is a shoulder press. Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, this is nice. Dude.
This one I like.
This one's nice. So it's a lat
Yeah,
pull
this
down,
is
but
a
it's like,
beautiful. I love this machine, dude.
dude, this is so good. Do you know what this is, Jimmy?
Yeah, bench, but for...
Whoa! Do you ever pick up these ones, these 150s?
No.
How much do you weigh?
I weigh 190. I mean, can you?
I could lift that, dude. Let me show you something.
Okay, go for it.
Ugh!
Curl it.
Ugh! I might have just tore my bicep. It's totally fine.
Now, to the best part, follow me. Sometimes after a workout, you're sweaty, you just want to hang out, there's other people in the gym. So we got the private room over here. This is just a little room where I can hide out. The boys are running basketball, I want to take a phone call.
Yeah, this is a vibe, you know?
Then the little shower over here, the usual. It looks,
oh, whoa.
Yeah, it looks really bougie.
See, I knew this was your home gym. There's a toothbrush, there's a shaver.
I could live in this gym. This gym has
He needs to
everything I
use
need.
that shaver.
And now, the best part of the tour.
Let's go!
The basketball court.
Where I'm amazing.
Oh.
No!
This basketball court has shot clocks and timers above both goals that work, plus a scoreboard with the sound effects and everything.
I mean, what did you expect? It's Mr. Beast. The guy making the biggest videos in the world, of course, has a crazy gym.
Let's go!
Focus.
Let's go!
What are the chances he pays his people to play basketball with him?
Oh! Sorry.
And before we give Jimmy his rating, it's actually so crazy I got to do this video and meet all these amazing people. It's truly because of you guys that I even get to make these videos. So I just wanted to say thank you and do something special. If you want to win all these signed gifts from these celebrities, here's how. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel because we're on the road to 10 million subscribers. Secondly, turn on your post notifications and DM me proof on Instagram at JesseJamesWest. Now I think it's time to go rank Mr. Beast Gym. The Beast Arena official ranking. First, let me ask, how much does this whole gym cost?
We probably spent $2 million.
Wow, that is probably the most expensive one in the video. I'm gonna be brutally honest here.
Okay.
It's on functionality, obviously fully functional.
Okay.
The vibe is good here. It's a very fun time. You guys
Basketball's
have
great.
Good community.
Yeah.
The unique amenity is the basketball court.
Oh, they didn't have basketball
No one
court?
has a basketball court. So this
Oh.
is the ultimate unique amenity.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Okay, so unique amenity up there, very up there. I rank the Mr. Beast Arena Gym God tier.
Let's go.
God tier is above S tier, bro.
Yes.
And I know people are gonna be like, oh my god, it's because it's Mr. Beast.
It's because he's
dude.
the most subscribed YouTuber.
No, like this is Chris Bumstead's gym right here, plus a basketball court. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe.
You have to subscribe.
Cap. That's not true at all, dude. Oh my god. That's so not true. So not true, man. Oh, so disappointing. The world we live in. Supplement lies, PDF files, gym scams. Hang in there, dude. You'll gather a good audience. Just keep it real and don't be a weirdo. Like, yeah. I'm trying not to be, man. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. But it's definitely taking its time, brother. Boy, if I told you guys how much money I spend on YouTube, y'all want to know? Y'all want to know how much I spend on YouTube? I'll do the math for you if you really want to know. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Let me look. Hold on. I have a folder where I put all my expenses. Let me look. You want to know how much I spend on YouTube? Let's see. Holy fuck. All right. Well, it's not so bad, actually. It's not so bad. It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy, you guys. Okay, so across the past 6 months, I have spent... Oh, Jesus, man. I don't know if we should say things like this on a live, to be honest. Oh my God, that's damning. That's damning. I'll just say this: it's above $17,000. So it's if you want to know how you start a YouTube channel, over the past 6 months, it's over $17,000. Enough for a new Tesla, probably. At least a down payment. At least a down payment. So yeah, and that's netted me basically $1 per subscriber. That's for 6 months. That's $1 per subscriber. So, but the benefit of that is too, like, you have to realize, like, the YouTube funnels people into coaching because people genuinely are interested in coaching, which pays me. So it's sort of an investment if you look at it in a funny way, but it's just a really expensive investment, to be honest. So yeah, that's my life. Folks, it's about the time that I'm supposed to have dinner with my gal. So I'm going to eat some dinner. Yeah, 3K a month isn't that bad. Most people spend much more than that. I'm going to eat some dinner and hit the sack. You already know I'm going to be eating fucking yogurt. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below, comments, whatever you need. If you have video recommendations, head over to the community tab. I just posted a question there to ask what people are, what's going on in the industry. And please be here next Thursday for a guaranteed live. And I got a video coming out tomorrow. It's about Lazy Town, if y'all remember Lazy Town. I think it's going to be a great video. I know it's going to flop in the algorithm, but I love it. The answer is yes. Trump coin, no more trend. Thanks for being here, you guys. I do seriously appreciate this. I wish I could say it in such a way that you believed me, you felt the compassion, but genuinely, I seriously appreciate you being here. It means the world to me. I love doing this. It's truly fun to do this kind of shit. There's like, fucking 10 people who talk to me in here, but I love it. It's great. So I do appreciate it. It gives me some friends. I don't have many in real life, so it's good stuff. But I'll check y'all later. We'll be sure to watch more and do crazier things on live streams. I'm trying to get the whole gaming thing set up because some people wanted me to do like retro games. I think that'd be really fun, so I'm trying to do that. Tomorrow we'll be doing a live with a bunch of coaches and asking more bodybuilding stuff there, so stay tuned for that. But I appreciate you. You guys are the men and the women that make my life worthwhile. So thank you so much for your time, and have a beautiful evening.